So Boruto Chapter 50 did something very dangerous. It got me thinking, and when I started thinking, God only knows where I'm going to end up. But there's one thing above all that I had to take away from this month's chapter to think about, and it sent me down a rabbit hole of theories. As we know, the fight between Naruto, Sasuke and Boruto vs Isshiki has begun. The fight which we all predict is going to have catastrophic consequences on the rest of the shinobi world and its story. Something crazy is bound to happen. But it was actually the final page which gave me the idea for this video. If you saw my live reaction to the chapter, you'd see the moment that the realization kicked in. Isshiki can't kill Boruto, hence why he hesitated to do so when he jumped in to save Sasuke. Now if you don't know why that is, well let me explain. If you're an avid viewer of the anime, then it's a little bit more obvious as it's been foreshadowed pretty heavily. And as much as I hate this man, at least he gave us this. So during the fight, if you can even call it that, versus Toneri, Isshiki said he had to put him in a time freeze because he's not authorised to kill another member of the clan, which tells me that it's against the rules to go around killing your own kind unless you've got a reason. Otherwise you'd be labelled as a traitor, like we've seen with Kaguya. Obviously the original plot was that Kaguya was hunted down as a traitor for keeping the chakra fruit to herself. But in the Boruto manga, this new plotline has been chucked into the mix by showing Kaguya killing, or at least attempting to kill Isshiki without authorization. Which is just another reason as to why she is viewed as a traitor. And Isshiki was going to become a traitor as well in the anime by killing Boruto despite him being the vessel, which brings us back to Isshiki. He can't kill Boruto because in turn he'd be killing Momoshiki too. And that's what makes Boruto the secret to beating Isshiki, like how Amado mentioned. However, there is one problem here. If Isshiki can't kill Boruto because that in turn kills Momoshiki, then surely Boruto can't kill Isshiki as Momoshiki would take over to stop him. As if Boruto, Momoshiki's vessel, kills Isshiki, then it's technically Momoshiki's responsibility. And as we know, Momoshiki is happy to lay low and let karma do its thing, except when it could get him into trouble. As we saw with Boruto vs Boro. Boruto lost control of his body because Momoshiki took over at the last second to save Boruto from dying so that his vessel and subsequently himself wouldn't be destroyed. So it swings and roundabouts as, yes, Boruto can't be killed because he is a vessel, but at the same time, unless he can control Momoshiki, then he can't exactly kill Isshiki either. And with Boruto's Otsutsukification being 70 to maybe 80% complete like Isshiki said, then he may find it quite difficult to keep that under control. Now, like the current situation isn't bad enough though, fighting against the toughest opponent they have ever come across, a stronger version of someone that they've already lost to once before, a fight where their biggest asset, Boruto, can only really help out up to a certain extent. On top of all that, there's even more reason to be scared. Something that never really gets talked about enough is Isshiki's transformation. You've got to remember, he is a full-on Otstsuki. This is only his base form. All you've got to do is just look at Momoshiki and Isshiki. They have both got a stronger form, which I like to dub the Karma transformation, as they do take on Karma-looking characteristics within their design. And the way they do this is by somehow consuming Otstsuki DNA. Unfortunately, the actual transformation process isn't 100% clear just yet, but looking at the two examples we've got, that's all I can really think of. Momoshiki obviously ate Kinshiki, and Isshiki ate his own eye? Yeah, I don't know, ask Kadachi because I ain't got a clue either. But now you might find yourself asking, well, what will Isshiki do though? What other Otsutsukis are we really aware of within the Boruto manga that he could go around munching on? Well, obviously they could introduce someone, but up until this point we don't know of any. And then I suppose technically he could eat his eyes, although I'd hope Kodachi would go do something a little bit different and we can leave that extremely weird technique behind. And so instead we turn our heads to Isshiki's pet. That's right, the Ten-Tails. This will of course contain Otstsuki DNA, and consuming it should then theoretically cause him to transform. Or at least I presume it would. So if you guys thought it was tough to beat Isshiki now, well, we've seen nothing yet. Honestly guys, I don't know how you beat this guy right now. Like I said, Naruto and Sasuke struggled to take down Jigen, who was an incredibly weakened version of not only this current base Isshiki, but it's not even on the same planet as to when we get to the fully transformed Isshiki. And it's really tough to see a way in how Boruto alone can defeat him. Let me know in the comment section down below how you think Isshiki can possibly be defeated, because I try and think about it and right now nothing comes to mind. Also leave a like on the video as well if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad. We've got more Boruto coming your way very, very soon. But until then, peace.